Hey guys, this is Magical Panda. Okay, so I know what this looks like. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as promised, like I said, for my channel, I wanted to start doing different kinds of series that I haven't tried before, and one of those was the 100-day challenge. Basically, you make a hardcore Minecraft world and you try and survive for 100 Minecraft days, and if you die, then that is it. You have to start all over again. So I immediately started on this 100-day challenge, and as I was going, I realized a couple things about the 100 days challenge. One, it is very difficult, which I knew it was going to be, but let's just say I've had many tries. I thought I might as well post the first one where I thought I was making so much progress. Like, you don't understand. This world was perfect, and I was doing so well, but ultimately I died, and I would like to show the footage of that, because I feel like I need something or some sort of explanation as to why I haven't been back. It's because I've been trying to get a world where I don't die. So I'm gonna get right into it. Thank you so much for watching! I am very nervous about this because... And yes, I should have been very nervous because I die in this video, and it is quite a stupid death that you will see in the next coming minutes, so yes. Oh, this is so scary. Let's just get right into it. I feel like if I keep talking about it, it's going to just kill me. Okay. So day one, I spawned into my new world, and I was very excited to get started because I had tried many of the worlds before, and I spawned in the middle of nowhere on an island in the middle of the ocean. So I started first by getting some wood, as you do in Minecraft, so the first thing you ever do. Yeah, I did that basically for a long time because I wanted to get started with resources and not have to worry about it too much later. That is some trend that you will see throughout the video. I did a lot of grinding in the first day so that later I wouldn't have to worry about going back and having to mine for 5 days when I really want to be being the Ender Dragon. So that's what I'm doing here. Next, I started looking around and I noticed some pigs, and I needed food. So please don't get mad at me, but I kind of slaughtered a few pigs. I made a crafting table, my wooden axe, nothing else but the axe because I was so fixated on the pigs. So that's what I did. I just went for it. I took their meat. It was very violent. I am the pig killer. I am most certainly not vegan. So after I slaughtered the pigs, I found a beautiful sheep because I needed to make myself a bed, even though I probably wouldn't use it for the for the days that I was alive, which are very few. I also started singing this very strange Day One song. I don't know why I decided to include it, but I thought it was funny. I hope you find it's funny too. Day one. I don't know. So then after that, I saw some sheep, but I was really focused on looking for a place for my house. That is a house place. So then I started making a crafting table. Well, I already made a crafting. So then I started basically mining out the hole that I was going to stay in. And yeah, I didn't want to make a house because I felt like, one, it would be very time consuming. I'm not good at making houses. And I felt like a hermit hole was safer because you could just run into it and it would be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So then after that, I decided that I needed some wood as well. And I found another sheep, so I killed that one so I could get even closer to being able to make a bed. I found a second one higher up the mountain. It was great, very brutal, but I got the wool that I needed. I continued to dig out my house. It was a little bit time consuming because I like to have 3 blocks high because I feel a little bit claustrophobic when it's just 2 blocks high. And plus I felt like if I was going to make a dirt hole in the wall, I might as well actually try hard, so that's what I did. I'm just mining things out. So I started building basic stone tools and organizing my inventory and cooking my meat. I made my first chest and I broke the law. I made my floor out of the nastiest block in Minecraft, diorite, because I had so much of it when I was mining through the wall that I thought might as well make it. So I made it polished diorite as my floor instead of andesite like I usually do. Please don't get mad. And as you can see, I made a bed and I am trying to figure out where I'm going to put it, and I'm finishing up the floors. Now this series is very new to me, so I apologize if it's a little bit disorganized or a little strange, but like I said before, I've never done a 100 days challenge before, or a video that took this much editing. Woo! So I'm very new to narrating as well. Alright, so you see I made some nice little stone tools, and I'm starting my strip mine, because I have a huge fear of caves. You will see that in the next couple of minutes of me editing, because I've had many disasters in hardcore and regular Minecraft whenever I went into some sort of lake or cave system. It's been disastrous, so I thought, let's start the strip mine, and that's what I'm doing here. I had a lot of trouble at first finding iron. I want to find as much iron as possible so I have enough for tools, I can get myself full iron armor before I do anything else. And here is actually where I find the first cave. Now remember what I said before about why caves are very dangerous and I don't like them? I am absolutely terrified. I hear a skeleton and I'm trying to block it off so that it doesn't get to me, but I'm also afraid of everything else that might come creeping up on me. So I chicken out and I decide to move on. But, I'm like, I gotta get that iron there because I haven't found them yet. And here's what happens. Now, you're probably wondering why you didn't hear a scream. I was filled with such blind terror and adrenaline that I didn't even make a sound. So that is why we do not go into cave systems. Alright, so it's raining now and I need some more wood. I ran out of wood completely. I need torches and tools, so I went outside again and I started lighting trees. So on day 3, I conveniently found a cow, literally right outside of my door. I need cows because I would like to get started on making an enchantment table, and I need a lot of leverage for that. And unless I find a village, I won't be able to just get books, so I started to try and take him inside. I figured out very quickly that cows don't fit into places where there are doors, so I destroyed it really quickly, and I shoved him in there. No, he actually went in on his own. Very nice of him. So I immediately started to plant my sugarcane because I needed lots of it to make paper and eventually books for my enchantment table. enchantments are going to be super important in this playthrough just because I need as much protection as possible. So I found the cow's friend, and he happened to be standing right next to my house too, so I tried my absolute hardest to push him in, but nothing I did was working. The cow kept walking away, so I eventually gave up and thought, okay, well, I will just wait till I get some wheat. I started making my shield, which is very important, and my iron armor. Because I had been mining for so long, I was able to make some armor for myself, and I started also making some basic iron tools. Hello! So, as you can see, I go back to strip mining because I am really needing diamonds, and I found some. It only took me about 45 minutes. I was a little upset about that, but I found them. It was a relatively large vein too, so very successful. I got about 5 of them, and that was just the beginning because I needed diamonds, not just for the enchantment table, but I also needed diamonds for diamond armor. So I continue mining. I find some lapis, I find some gold. Basically, I find every single ore during this time, but some of the more valuable ones. I take some redstone, even though I probably won't need it. So as I was mining too, I saw this vein of silverfish. I had never, ever ran into silverfish when I was just doing a random mining adventure. Maybe this is a new feature of the more recent updates. I wasn't anywhere near a stronghold, so I didn't understand why there were silverfish, but I guess I just got a little bit unlucky. Alright, so on day 3, I finished my full armor, because I hadn't been able to build a helmet actually, and I decided that I wanted to start an indoor grow area so I could get some wheat started and I can start breeding cows. So I dug a little hole inside of my base so that I'd be able to do that. It wasn't the biggest thing, but it was a start, and I felt like after a certain point, the wheat would grow fast and I'd be able to just continuously have a nice supply of wheat. So I started putting down my first seeds, and I made the rest tillable land, and I went to bed. So it's now day 4. I hear a skeleton outside, which is absolutely perfect because I needed to grow my first seed so I'd be able to coerce the other cow to come into my base. I was too afraid to go up and try sorting it, so I just stood there with my shield while it shot at me. I also made a diamond pickaxe at one point, and I thought, might as well mine the obsidian I need for the enchantment table. Man, it takes forever. So I bone mealed some of my wheat until I got 1 wheat. I used the rest of the seeds and planted them around, and I decided it was finally time to go and find the other cow so I could start breeding. I found the other cow, which hadn't wandered too far away from my house, and I lured it back to my home. I was really hoping I'd be able to enchant my armor soon, just so I would be able to protect myself so I'd have less of a chance of dying. So I lured them both into my house, and I decided that I would keep them inside of my base rather than outside. So I made a little tiny part of my base that I would call the cow hole, where I would breed them and they would pile up and I'd be able to harvest them at points. I would probably put in a hopper but I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about just getting them in there and doing things really quickly. One thing about the 100-day challenge I found is that I feel a significant amount of pressure to do things fast. So that's what I was doing. After I did that, on day 4, I decided I needed to go look for some seeds because I was being very impatient. I didn't want to wait for all of the wheat to grow. So that's what I did. I went on a little adventure. I started destroying grass. Llamas also drop leather, so I kind of went a little crazy. Eventually, while I was looking around, I found a plains field, which is really convenient. The plains have so much grass, so I was able to find plenty of seeds. So for the rest of day 4, I decided I'd go strip mining once again. I was really focused on grinding for resources. I decided that I wanted to expand my farm. I realized that it was stupid to limit my farm to that tiny little plot of land, so I moved it to the top of my base, and I made a huge field. I also fed my cows for the first time, and they made their first little baby. I started planting what seeds I had because I actually didn't really have many, even after moving all the seeds from my prior farm to this new farm. I eventually gave up and I realized I might as well just go mining. Now, this death is really stupid, and I say that for a reason, because it came out of absolutely nowhere. And I don't know what happened. I made lots of tunnels during strip mining to maximize my diamond potential, but I guess I kind of overestimated my smartness, and this is what happened. It is so embarrassing. It still upsets me watching it to this day. So yeah, that was the most disappointing failure out of the other ones. Yeah, I had to take a little bit of a break afterwards because I had hours of footage and it was just a dumb mistake. This video took forever to edit, so I would really appreciate it if you leave a like if you like videos like this, or you like this little sneak peek of what the 100 days challenge is going to be like. Please leave a comment, tell me what you thought, because this is my first time doing this style of video. So I'm really excited, but also probably really bad. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!